Hello children. About respiratory system, nervous system and immune system. So we are going to learn about these three. What are they? Respiratory system, nervous system and immune system. Okay children. Now the first one is respiratory system. Respiration means what? Normally what do we think about respiration is the breathing system. The air we breathe in and the air we breathe out, that is called as respiration. Okay, and to maintain this breathing system in a perfect manner, so we have one particular system in our body which is known as respiratory system. Okay children, so the nose, the windpipe and the lungs make up the respiratory system. So what do we have in this respiratory system children? We have the nose where we use to take the air in and to leave the air out, okay, through our nose. Okay, the windpipe and the lungs. Okay, so these three are going to make up the respiratory system, and the respiratory system helps us to breathe. So as we said, how do we breathe? With the help of this respiratory system. Now without breathing air, any man cannot live. Okay, life is not possible without breathing the air. Okay, so and this respiratory system will help us to breathe, and we breathe in air through our nose or mouth. So we have two organs, our nose and also our mouth. So maximum we breathe through our nose, but in some conditions, when you have too much of cold, when your nostrils are blocked, then it is not possible for you to breathe with your nose. No. So then in such conditions, what you do? We are going to breathe air through our mouth. Yes or no children? So sometimes, very occasionally, when our nostrils are not working or blocked with cold and all that, we are going to breathe air through our mouth. So we breathe air through both nose and also our mouth. Okay, and the air then goes down through the windpipe and reaches the lungs. What happens when we breathe the air? When we breathe the air, children, through the nose, so this air is going to go down through this windpipe. So this is the windpipe. Are you able to see here? Which is the, this is the windpipe. It is in the shape of a pipe, like a tunnel. No, so this is going to pass this air. Okay, and it is going to reach the lungs. See here, what are there at the down to the windpipe? They are the lungs. So the air which we breathe through nose, it goes, and this windpipe is going to take that air and it is going to pass it to the lungs. Okay children, now so this is how we are going to get the air to the lungs. The air we breathe, just a minute children, the air we breathe in is called inhaled air. The air we take inside, we breathe in, that is called inhaled air. And the air we breathe out is called exhaled air. Okay, so which we breathe in is inside, that is inside inhaled air. Which we breathe out, no, we are going to leave air out, that is known as exhaled air. Clear children? So you have to remember this, inhaled air and exhaled air. If you do some exercises of this breathing, that is also very good for your health. Like you have to inhale the air and then exhale the air. Clear children? Now, so this is the picture of this respiratory system, where I have shown you that how do we pass the air from the nose to the lungs. Okay, this is the nose where the air is going to get in. We are going to breathe in the inhaled air, and it is passed through this windpipe and it is going to reach the lungs. Clear, children? And now, so what are the important parts here? As we learnt, that is, one is nose. Okay, so in the nose, we take air inside the nose. There are small hairs in the nose which prevent the entry of dust particles. You see, do you, have you observed, children? In our nose, you will be having very small hairs. No, what does these hairs do? They are going to stop the entry of dust particles. So when we breathe air inside, children, along with the air, whatever dust particles are there in the air, they are also going to enter into the nose. Yes or no? So we will not be able to see that dust particles with our eyes. Air also we cannot see. No. So this hair, the small hair which is there in the nose, this is going to stop the dust particles. Okay, they are not going to make this dust particles to enter into the nose. Okay, children, so that the air which we breathe inside will be pure. Only the pure air, it is going to enter into our body to have a good health. Clear? And so we have another one. What is that? It is pharynx. This is pharynx. What is this? From nasal cavity, air goes to pharynx, from where it goes. So this is it. From where it goes to tracheas, which are attached to the lungs. So here, are you able to see here, children? I'll show you. Sorry. Yes. See? Are you able to see this? Pharynx. Okay. What is this pharynx? So this pharynx, it is from the nasal cavity. Okay. And the air, it goes to pharynx. Okay. From this nose, and it is going to pass this to the tracheas, which are attached to the lungs. See here. So are you able to see here the blue arrow marks where the air, it is going to take the air from the pharynx and it is going to pass it to these tracheas which are attached to the lungs. That is the windpipe. Okay, children? Clear? Yes. So this is how air is going to reach the lungs. Clear? And see, what about the lungs here? Lungs are the major respiratory organs. These are the major respiratory organs, these lungs, and where the exchange of gases takes place. Exchange of gases, like we are. So inhaled air is oxygen, exhaled air is carbon dioxide. So these lungs, so these are going to make this exchange of gases. Okay, so here, as you can see, the smoke which you are seeing is nothing but the gases, the air. Okay, so lungs, they are going to take this major, they are the major respiratory organs where the exchange of gases takes place. So in this respiratory systems, lungs also, they play an important role, children. Clear? So that is why we have to see that lungs must not be get harmed with some diseases. Otherwise, our health also, they are going to get disorders because of this respiratory organ dysfunctioning. Clear, children? So you have to take proper care of every organ to maintain a good health. Yes, now. So we have done about the respiratory system. Now about the nervous system. Nervous system. What is this? The brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves form the nervous system. So what do you have in the nervous system? We have the brain, we have the spinal cord, and the nerves. So what are all the nerves in our human body? They are going to form the nervous system. Okay. And the important organ in the nervous system is the brain. This brain controls the whole body and tells it what to do. It is just like a remote control. No, to operate your TV, what you do, you take remote control. No, with the help of this remote control, you are going to operate like which channel you would like to watch, when to switch off, when to switch on, when to increase the volume, decrease the volume. Okay, so all that functions of the TV are controlled by the remote. No, so same like that, our body functions are controlled by the brain. So what is the remote of our body, children? It is nothing but our brain. This is going to control the whole body and tells it what to do. So it is going to tell the body like what to do. Okay, for example, so if you touch anything very hot, so immediately you'll take off your hand. No, so you'll take off your hand. That is an involuntary action. So without knowing only, you'll be taking off your hand when you touch something, anything hot. Okay, so how did you do it? By thinking? No. So this action is again by the brain. Okay, so it is going to tell us that you should do that, you should do that, you do this. In regarding the our human body, if you get pain, if you get some type of senses like this, no, so our brain is going to control our actions. Clear, children? And the spinal cord starts from the brain and connects all the nerves in the body to the brain. And what is the spinal cord? Where do you have it? You have it on our back. Again, an important organ of our body, spinal cord. How is it? It is going to start from the brain and it is going to connect all the nerves in our body to the brain. So what are all the nerves? We have so many nerves in our body, children, and all these nerves in our body are connected through the spinal cord to the brain. Okay, and these nerves receive information from the brain and passes to the bones, muscles and other body parts. So how does these nerves receive information? They are going to receive information from the brain. So as we said, brain is going to control the whole body and it is going to tell us what to do. And to make this work done, this nerves, it is going to send information. The brain is going to send information to the nerves. Okay, so this nerves, after getting the information from the brain, it is going to pass it to the bones. Okay, and then to the muscles and other body parts, so that our body can function. Okay, children, and they also carry messages back to the brain. So nerves, they are going to receive message from the brain and send it to the other parts of the body, okay, like bones, muscles, and they also carry messages from the bones, muscles and other parts of the body to the brain. Okay, clear, children? Now, so here I am showing you the pictures of brain. This is our brain. So you can see in all the three angles. Okay, so about brain and its parts we can learn in detail in the coming classes. Okay, and this is the spinal cord. See here, this is the spinal cord and it is attached to the brain. See here, this is the brain and it is starting from this brain. No, and it is going to connected with the all the nerves in the body. Clear, children? So these are the important organs of our nervous system. Understood? Yes. Now we'll go to the immune system. Immune system. You might have heard this word, immune. So you have to develop your immune system. Why? So that you will be protected from so many diseases. No. So immune system is nothing but, to be immune means to be protected. To be immune means what? To be protected. And so it makes sense that the body system that helps fight off sickness is called the immune system. So the body system which is going to fight against our sickness. Suppose we are ill, or we are sick because of cold, because of cough, fever, so many diseases. Okay, it may be viral diseases, infectious diseases. No, so these, to protect our body from this sickness, so we have got a body system inside our body, that is nothing but the immune system. Okay, the immune system is made up of a network of cells, tissues and organs that work together to protect the body. So this immune system, how is it made up of? It is made up of a network of cells. So what all you are seeing here in the picture, children, they are nothing but a network of cells, tissues and organs. So they all together are going to work, are going to fight to protect our body. Clear? So this is immune system. So sanitation. So not only our body is going to fight, children, inside the body, even we must also try to keep our body healthy. Okay, so our body helps us to fight against diseases with its immune system, but it can protect us only up to certain limit. So as I said, our body will protect us to certain limit. According to its capacity, it is going to protect us from the diseases, but we also must take care of ourselves to get protected from the diseases. Okay, so we have to take proper care of our body to keep it free from the diseases. Also, by keeping our surroundings and food clean, we can avoid diseases. So how we can avoid, or how we can protect our immune system, children? By keeping our surroundings. So when do you get diseases? So when your surroundings are not clean, so you will get all mosquitoes, flies and all unwanted things in that particular surroundings. Because of that mosquitoes, flies and all that, we will be affected with some type of viral diseases like malaria, flu and all the diarrhea and all that. No, diarrhea again, it comes with the food. If you are not drinking proper water, if you are not taking clean food, then you will be affected with diarrhea. No, so this way also, like if our surroundings are not clean, if the food what we are taking is not good and is not clean, then also we are going to fall sick. No, children. So we have to protect our body from this all sickness by taking proper care of our surroundings and of our food habits. Clear, children? So then we can stay healthy. So we can protect our immune system and we can stay healthy. Clear, children? So that is what we have learnt in today's session, children. So we have learnt about a respiratory system, we have learnt about the nervous system, and we also learnt about the immune system. So we are going to continue with more topics in the coming session. So hope you have understood this session. So we'll be continuing in tomorrow's class. Until then, take care and good.